Hello, Kevin Prechtel here. So, we are going to spend a little bit of time today talking about scheduling and scheduling games or scheduling events. So, let's jump right in and open the Team Snap app. And up at the top, you have the option to choose if your team, so you may be managing multiple teams. So, you want to go ahead and click on the top and choose the team that you are managing by selecting the current team, or if you're you want to choose a different team, go ahead and select whatever team that you want to schedule games for. So we're going to go ahead and select the team that we want to, which is the boys U10 travel team. Down on the bottom, you have the options to schedule, roster, messages. So we're going to go ahead and click on schedule. And then up at the top right, the little plus sign, click on the plus sign, and you'll see add game or add event. So adding games will obviously add games, add events will add anything other than a game. So a practice, or let's say a pizza party, or anything other than a game would be considered an event. So let's start out with a game. So go ahead and click add game. And now we have the options here. We want to notify the team, so you can toggle that back and forth. When you hit save, if it's on the green selection, then the entire team on the roster will be notified all at the same time. So we want that set to green, or that will notify the team. Obviously, the time zone is Eastern. We want to set the date and time, so let's go ahead and set this out a little bit. So we'll say let's say Friday, May 3rd. We'll set the time for an evening time for, let's say, 6 p.m. 6 p.m. And we'll say the opponent is, let's create a new opponent. And we'll call the opponent Ellington. And we'll skip putting in contact, email, or phone number for the opponent. And we'll click save. And let's put the location in. We'll put a different location in this time. We'll say new location. We'll click on new location. And let's say it's at Ellington High School, since that just popped up. If, let's say, something didn't pop in, and we could type in a little bit more, and some other selections would pop up, we could choose those. Or if we knew the address, we type in the address, and it would pop up. So it gives you a lot of flexibility here. It's all tied to Google Maps, so there's a lot of flexibility with obviously with the mapping system. But let's go ahead and choose Ellington High School. It automatically maps it for you. Go ahead and click save. And we'll go ahead and scroll down. So if you have some additional location details, you could enter that in. So Cross Farms, it's helpful, although I've entered all the information for Cross Farms 1, 2, 3, and 4, especially down at the bottom, and those are all mapped out for you. You can put in location details. Let's say there's a complicated field system where there's multiple fields. You can put field number 5, or further instructions, field behind the shed, or whatever you want to put in there. We are the away team in this situation. And then uniform, let's go ahead and say that we are the, let's wear black. Duration, really not necessary, but let's go ahead and say put 1 hour. Arrive early, 30 minutes. And we'll go ahead and scroll down a little bit. Track availability. We want to track availability of the players, so that's important. Not for standings. We can go ahead and click on not for standings, or we can uncheck it to where it would not be included in the win-loss column. And then obviously canceled, that would be if it was rained out or something, an hour, a couple hours before. You can check that in a notification will automatically go out to everybody with regard to canceling the game, and notifications would go out right beforehand. Flag color just gives you some colors, probably not something that we would necessarily use here. That's all. Notes down at the bottom if you want to send notes out to all of the players or the parents. Any other additional notes, you could type them in at the bottom. Go ahead and click save, and we are done. The notification just went out to all the players. Pretty simple. Let's do one more for a Tallinn game. Hit enter, add game. Let's scroll down. We'll do this one in May the 4th at noon. And we'll do opponent is new opponent. We'll hit new opponent is, let's go Ram, RHAM. We'll skip all that contact information. Location, let's put this one in at Cross Farms 4. Home away, we are the home team. Uniform white. Duration 1 hour. Arrival 30 minutes. Flag color we don't need. Track availability, yes. Not for standings, we'll leave that as white, as we want to track the standings. Canceled, we'll leave that. Notes, there we go. Save. Notification just went out. And that's about it. Pretty simple. You guys can get in. It takes no more than probably about a minute to do each game, and notifications go out right after you do each one. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks so much.